From Peoria, VideoMax Limited presents Midstate Magazine with your hosts, Christina Colosimo and Brett Lemon. The news with Jennifer French and Nosheen Farista and the Midstate News Team. Sports with Daniel Shore and Landon Battle. In Need with Afton Holliver. Let's Eat with Rihanna Pouncey. Spotlight with Sandra Hollywood Hall. About Town with Sam Mangieri. Get Real with Becca Wenning. Street Team with Melody Esler. And State of the Arts with Ambria Hill. And now, from America's friendliest city, Midstate Magazine with your hosts, Christina and Brett. Take it away, kids.
Welcome back to another week of Midstate Magazine. As always, I'm Brett Lemick.
And I'm Christina Colosimo.
And we're glad you're watching us today.
Happy February.
Yes.
Did you survive January?
I did survive January. I'm here.
Yes.
And I'm proud that it is February, Black History Month.
It is. It is.
If you did not see it already.
I'm going to complain a little bit, and I'm not going to lie here.
Okay.
I'm ready for spring.
I am as well.
I've said it. I've said it.
Bringing up the sleeves in hope.
It's done. I'm ready for spring. My fingers are getting...
Do you have a lot of like clothes planned out for spring?
Duh. Come on. It's me. Let's go.
I do know you.
No. Yeah, but it is. You're right. It's Black History Month.
Yes, it is.
And I actually was watching TV yesterday, and I've noticed a lot of PSAs in between television shows, just random acts of information and that kind of thing.
And a lot of people think, like, well, if I'm not Black, how does it apply to me or this? Mm-hmm. But the truth is, it's America. It's we all grew diverse together, and that's where we're at. I came from a high school where we had 2 African Americans out of 400 kids, and now I'm in college. I'm just loving it, meeting everybody. We'll talk more about that later. I just have a lot to say. But first, why don't we go to news?
Thanks, Brett and Christina. Good evening. I'm Jen French.
And I'm Tierney Modulin. Thanks for tuning in.
In national news, with cries of recession irking the nation, the Senate is in the process of approving an economic stimulus plan that could soon be stimulating pockets. The House recently passed a bill which would provide for a number of one-time checks to be distributed among the populace. $600 would go to individuals, $1,200 to couples, and $300 per child. The bill has yet to pass in the Senate, and it is questionable whether they will strictly adhere to the different measures written by the House. Retirees and disabled vets recently have been included in the Senate version of the bill.
The Bradley Police Department is getting extra help with the addition of a student patrol to its force.
The streets here at Bradley University aren't always safe, which is why the university police recently created a student patrol force. So where do the students patrol and how long do they usually patrol for?
The program runs Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights. If it's busy out, if there's a lot of people out, a lot of activity, then they're there to stay till 4. The majority of things that they call in would be like maybe lights out. They check the emergency phones to make sure they're working properly, and they just basically patrol around the area, walk around the area. But to my knowledge, as of right now, I don't think anyone's been arrested from anything a student patrol worker has seen.
For Midstate Magazine, I'm Ambria Hill.
The police hope to add at least 2 or more patrollers during the semester.
2008 has proven to be one for the record books. February has certainly proven to be an interesting month for weather. This winter, the Peoria area has experienced more snow and freezing rain than within the past 5 years. Within the first week of February, Central Illinois has already received the same amount of snow that the entire month of February '07 received. The Illinois Department of Transportation reminds drivers to continue to be aware of the ice and deceiving places, to brake accordingly, and to follow the correct protocol when driving around plows. For more information on driving safe, visit the Illinois Department of Transportation's website.
Driving isn't the only hazard during the winter months. If you have noticed an increase in stuffy noses, coughing, and sneezing around you, it's due to an increase of influenza in Peoria, according to the Peoria County Health Department. There has been a documented increase in reported flu cases from January 27th through February 2nd. That is up from 3% from the week before. The increase occurred later in the month than last year. Officials are hoping that the season will be mild.
For those of you that have missed your favorite television shows or late news shows seem to be on the way. The WGA has struck a deal with Hollywood studios over residuals stemming from media, especially online content. On the 10th, the union voted in favor of the agreement. Studios can finally begin producing shows and movies again.
A number of organizations in the area are celebrating Black History Month. The Peoria Public Library is no exception. Darian Clay has the story.
All may seem quiet at the Lincoln branch of the Peoria Library, but as Cynthia Smith discusses, the library is playing host to a number of Black History Month events.
February 19th, here at this branch, the Lincoln Branch Library, it's a journey through time. And we're going to have poets, so it's like an open mic night, but it deals with Black history.
A number of other events, including a step performance and a weekly showing of the series Roots through February, is being hosted. For Cynthia, however, the month is less about entertaining and more about educating.
When I hear things about, February and Black history and, it's the same old, it really isn't the same old. Kids are growing up, they're not knowing, they're not being educated in that way. So for us to show a little bit of a display of books or doing a bibliography showing featuring some of these people that we don't know, actually, I think is well worth it. And hopefully those who don't know will know, because there's a lot that I still don't know.
I'm Darian Clay at the Lincoln Branch Peoria Library from Midstate Magazine. Back to you guys in the studio.
To learn more about the events hosted by the library, check out their website. The library isn't the only one hosting an event. The 32nd Annual Black History Month is in full swing around Bradley's campus. The Multicultural Student Services chapters of the Black Student Alliance and NAACP will be holding events through February. The celebration of Black History Month was founded by the Association for the Study of African American Life and History. It was initially only a week long and has expanded into a month-long celebration on the 50th anniversary. There will be numerous events held around campus to celebrate. To find out more information, you can grab a calendar of events during this special month from the Garrett Center. Now over to Sam for sports.
Thank you, Tierney. This past weekend was very fast-paced and exciting with the NBA All-Star Game and the Daytona 500 going on. However, the real story is that the Daytona 500 looked quite a bit different from previous years. The reason for this was because of a new open-wheel policy that was implemented this year. The open-wheel policy made it so that many drivers from other series, such as the Indy Racing League, Formula One, and Champ Car, were allowed to compete for the title, as well as join NASCAR for more money. This is something that had not been done before, and for that reason included at least 4 former Indy 500 winners to step up for competition. In slightly sadder news in the NHL, last Sunday, Florida Panthers' Richard Zednik had the misfortune of getting cut across the neck by teammate Olli Jokinen's skate. It happened by a sheer twist of fate that involved Jokinen being upended over an opposing player and his skate nicking the side of Zednik's neck. Zednik immediately skated to the bench and was taken care of. Jokinen responded by saying, "I saw the replay, that it was my skate that hit him in the throat. I think we were all in shock. I've never seen anything like that. There are bigger things than finishing the game. It was terrifying." Thankfully, right after the incident, Zednik was taken into the emergency surgery and is in stable condition. With spring training for pitchers having just started, things are looking complicated for the champion Boston Red Sox star pitcher Curt Schilling. He has received a cortisone shot in his right shoulder in an effort to help him rehab his injured shoulder tendon. The controversy is over the fact that Schilling's personal physician believes that the tendon is torn and that he should have surgery. By choosing rehab instead of surgery, Schilling's physician also believes that he will be inactive in only a few weeks. On the note of pitchers, Cody Brutlag went to visit the Bradley baseball team for this week's Athlete Tip of the Week.
I'm Cody Brutlag here with the Bradley Athlete Tip of the Week, and we're here with Spencer Hahn today to demonstrate a baseball pitch for us. And what do you have for us today?
Today I'm going to throw a basic circle change. It's called a circle change because you make a circle with your index finger and your thumb, and you basically push it against your thumb and you just throw it just like your fastball, and it just happens to come out slower. The basic windup is you take a step back with your opposite throwing foot, plant your throwing foot, and then pick up to a balance point, and then you go forward and throw the ball. You put it all together, it looks like this.
That was your athlete tip of the week. Now back to Sam.
Thank you, Cody. With February being Black History Month, it is an interesting bit of trivia to know that out of all the main sports, there is only one that holds a general consensus on who the game's best athlete is, and that is none other than former Chicago Bulls guard Michael Jordan. And now back to you, Tierney.
If you would like to celebrate Black History Month, you don't have to go far. There are numerous events on campus to attend that are being hosted by Multicultural Student Services, the Black Student Alliance, and the NAACP. A few noteworthy proceedings include the Jazz Poetry Slam on February 22nd at 8 p.m. at the Garrett Center, as well as comedian Azim from the official Muslim comedy tour. He will be performing in the U-Haul Lounge on the 23rd at 8 p.m. For more events, go to the Garrett Center and pick up a Black History Month calendar. For those that follow the Chinese calendar, they are already aware that the Year of the Rat has just begun. Many people in rural areas of Vietnam are taking the matter to heart, or so it seems, to stomach. Changes in the food chain in the country have prompted the majority of the population of Tucson to feed on rat meat. The popularity of the less than delicate delicacy is growing in larger cities as well. Seems like a provocative solution to a pest problem.
Well, that'll do it for tonight. I'm Sam and Jerry.
Thanks for joining us this evening. I'm Jennifer French.
And I'm Tierney Modulin. Hope to see you again next week. Back to you, Brett and Christina.
Ah, rat meat.
Rat meat.
That sounds delicious.
Yes.
Now, earlier you were talking, we cut you off earlier, but you were saying, commenting on your high school.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
What were you saying about that?
About, there were 2 African Americans in my grade, and we had like 400 people. In my whole school, out of a couple thousand, there were like 5 African Americans. And I mean, I didn't get to know a whole lot. And when I came to college, I was just excited, got to know everybody, and I'm loving it. It's just like, it's a shame to be in such a bubble. So, you know, because
unfortunately it happens.
And that's when people like fear diversity, because they're just like, you know, what's out there, you know. And
well, and that's part of ignorance. It's what you don't know that is around you.
Well, we'll get to that in a minute. But first, why don't we go to About Town with Sarah Dorn.
Peoria Art Guild hosts a number of exhibits throughout the year. Currently, they have quilts by Venus Blue on display. They feature African American heritage.
This was a powerful example of synergy. One of our board members met a young woman who was telling about her mom's work. The young woman lived here. Her name is Ms. Frazier. She talked about her mother's work. That board member then brought it to our the chairman of our exhibits committee, who took it to the entire exhibits committee, who said, here's an opportunity for us to do something remarkable and to see remarkable work. So synergy took place. One person met a person who brought it to us, and that's the way many of the exhibits do come to us. But in addition to that, we have a very aggressive exhibits committee who's always out looking for opportunities to bring new, fresh art to Peoria. We have a dramatic gallery store downstairs where many local artists and their work is featured. To be a part of bringing this to a community, to be a part of seeing young children's eyes when schools come in on field trips, to see their eyes open and to hear their comments, to see people come in at lunchtime from work and be moved and want to talk about our exhibits. It touches me personally. I believe I'm called to this work, and I'm just so pleased to be able to be here.
For Midstate Magazine, I'm Sarah Dorn.
Thank you, Sarah. I'm gonna check it out.
I'll have to go there.
I don't know about you, but now we are from the great state of Illinois.
Yes,
we're very
indeed.
lucky, and we have a superstar from our state.
We do.
He's an up and coming kind of guy.
Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about Barack Obama,
of course.
You know, I mean, it's so interesting to think about. Just 10 years ago, he started off in politics and kind of started running, and then there was this buzz about him. He made that massive speech about, what was
Yeah.
that, 4 years ago at the Democrat,
I've watched
at
that.
what am I saying, the convention, the Democrat National Convention.
And now look at him.
Look at him now when he's
I
running
mean,
for president.
talk about black leaders. Yes, like Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, they've tried to go for president in the past, but I think this is the first like legitimate, like he's got a chance. I'm not going to say who I'm voting for, but I like
no,
Barack
obviously.
Obama.
There's something about Barack that there's an energy that he emits. I think that he's a very likable character.
That's just charisma in itself.
Right, and I think that there's something very uniting about him. A lot of people like him, and I think he.
It's exciting. It's an important election.
It is. It's very important.
Get out and vote.
It's true. There's a female running. There's a black man running. I mean,
We'll have to see. We'll have to wait.
Interesting.
Until then, why don't we see what Blaze Felty's got to look at in theaters with Get Real.
Another small-town cliche movie that, despite its large and talented cast, is also small on laughs. Talk show host Dr. R.J. Stevens is marrying the girl of his dreams.
You're the male Oprah. Bro.
He packs up the glitz and glamour of Hollywood for a trip home.
My baby's home.
Been a long time, Dr. Stevens.
Dad, that's just a stage name.
Yeah, I know.
Only one thing could get in the way.
Hollywood, they came to town. What up, cuz?
Family.
Oh, man, look, you got them picnic tablecloth fans. Hey, boo-boo, let me get another picnic basket.
They soon find out things aren't like they are in Hollywood.
Just ain't sanitary. What's wrong with people? Don't make no damn sense.
Things may turn sour for Roscoe.
It got my mouth.
But love is definitely worth fighting for.
Staying so damn rude. Say praise the Lord.
Where did I go wrong with that boy?
Welcome home, Roscoe Jenkins. So if you want to have stereotypical cliche fun and you enjoy Martin Lawrence and Payne, and who doesn't, then this movie is for you. For the rest of you, be sure to check out the movies nominated for Academy Awards and see who wins on February 24th. For Get Real, I'm Blaze Felty.
I thought that looked cute. That
I haven't
was
seen it
mean,
yet.
Blaze. I didn't like that. No, I haven't seen that either. I actually, speaking of, this is interesting. Last week, a girlfriend and I on Valentine's Day, she was my Valentine.
Very
she and I
cute.
went to go see Definitely Maybe, which is a movie, and a lot of the story is centered around, it starts during the 1992 Clinton campaign, and there's a young African-American in there, and he says something like, one day I'm going to be the first black president.
Yeah.
And he kind of makes that statement, and now in 2008 we look back, and it was kind of an interesting moment in the
And
film.
now it's like coming true.
Right. It was kind of an interesting moment, and just to look back, I mean, obviously the election is a very big part of this year. A lot of people, it's going to be interesting, both on the Republican and Democrat
The real
side,
question
so.
is, why didn't you invite me for Valentine's Day? We'll talk about that later. But let's see what's cooking. Let's eat with Becca Wenning.
This week on Let's Eat, we went to Corky's Ribs and Barbecue, one of Peoria's newest restaurants. This Memphis-style restaurant is best known for its lean, tender, hickory-smoked Memphis-style ribs that are slowly cooked and smothered with Corky's original barbecue sauce. These world-famous ribs have been voted #1 throughout the South. Sunday through Thursday, they have a special meal deal. Their famous full rack of ribs is only $9.99, no sides included. Can't eat a full rack? Get a half rack and one side for $7.99. Not in the mood for ribs? You can get a barbecue sandwich and one side for $5.99. I sampled the pulled pork sandwich and half rack of ribs. The pork was a little dry, but overall their famous barbecue sauce helped enhance the meal. Their quick service sets them apart from other restaurants in Peoria. But if you don't have time to sit down and eat, you can order ahead and get carry-out. If you're looking for a friendly server, be sure to ask for Josh. If you would like to visit, Corky's is located at 1020 West Camp Street in East Peoria. Be sure to call ahead at 309-694-PIGS. If you're looking for a decently priced barbecue, check out Corky's. For Midstate Magazine, I'm Becca Wenning.
I am.
I am. I am.
I am proud to celebrate Black history.
I celebrate Black history because it's who I am. It's who my parents are, it's who my grandparents are, and their parents, and their parents, and their parents, all the way back to Africa.
I celebrate Black history just to learn more about my culture and my heritage, just to know where I came from,
and to know where I'm going.
I am.
I am.
I am proud
Proud to celebrate Black history.
to celebrate Black history.
I am proud to celebrate Black history.
Celebrate Black History Month with Midstate Magazine.
And we're back.
We are.
Becca's food, oh my God, it looked really good. I haven't been to Corky's.
Neither have
but
I. I'm a big
thought,
ribs girl, though.
Being Jewish, I thought, Jewish food is very good. But my friend Willie brought me to his family and his family dinners, which he has every Sunday. And oh my God, soul food and just all of this delicious food. And I think he got me beat in the food department.
Really?
It was delicious.
I could see that, though.
Yeah, and there was just gravy and, oh my God. His mom made there's this spice in it. I couldn't tell, and she wouldn't tell me. It was a secret recipe, family recipe.
Yeah, she's not going to let that one go.
Yeah, like a sniper ninja, secret, you can't tell. Sneaking the spice.
A lot of people have commented that one of the great things about Black History Month is that we can all celebrate our cultures and heritage and things like that. So wait, what kind of food then, what would be your favorite thing on your Jewish heritage that you would eat? Or
it's called kishki.
What's
don't even ask me what's in it. I don't know. I'll think about it, but I have no idea. It's kind of gross,
know.
I think. But why don't we go to Hollywood Hall, Sandra, see what she's got in the spotlight.
I'm Sandra Hollywood Hall, and welcome to this week's edition of In the Spotlight on the Red Carpet. Today I'm going to fill you in all the juicy stories of the 2008 Grammys, in case you missed it, and also get you geared up for next week's Oscars. The 2008 Grammys were definitely one for the record books. Kanye West finally ended his long-time battle with the show and gave a stellar performance, with part in tribute to his mother who passed away last year. West also had received the most nominations, walked with 4 Grammys, including Best Rap Album and Best Rap Song. Another black sheep came out on top, sweeping every category she was nominated for. You guessed it, Amy Winehouse. Seems like our favorite bad girl is finally getting her act together, while winning 4 Grammys, including Song of the Year in London, where she also performed since she was unable to secure a visa to come to the show. Other winners were Justin Timberlake, Rihanna, and Neo. Overall, the Grammy Awards was a great way to keep the awards season afloat. Next up on the award show train is the Oscars, which will be airing February 24th on ABC at 5 p.m. With Jon Stewart, you can look forward to tons of laughs, and A-list stars like George Clooney and Johnny Depp battling out for the Oscar of Actor in a leading role, and while newcomer Ellen Page from Juno and Cate Blanchett are both nominated in the Actress in a Leading Role. Some surprises are in store for the audience. Not to mention the Best Picture category will be one to wait, with films like Atonement, Juno, and Michael Clayton up for the big prize of the night. Now, with all that to look forward to, make sure you tune into the Oscars on February 25th. I'm Sandra Hollywood Hall, and as always, you can count on me to keep you in the know within the spotlight.
Sandra, she knows. She knows that Oscars are my favorite.
No, let's go back to Grammys. Let's go back to Grammys.
Right.
You forgot one thing.
Okay.
All right. For the Grammys,
All right.
Album of the Year, it was Herbie Hancock.
Shocker.
67 years old.
Everybody. Shocking.
Jazz album.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Do you know when the last jazz album, here's a little trivia. Last jazz album
Enlighten
that
me.
won
Let me
for
know.
Album of the Year. 1964 is when the last jazz album. And now Herbie Hancock, at the age of 67, has a Grammy for Album of the Year.
Do you know that I actually downloaded it off of iTunes because I mean, everybody else.
So legally.
So legally, of
Okay.
course, legally. And so, and I listened to it, and my dad is a big jazz blues man.
Yeah.
I remember I was 10 years old. The man introduced me to Muddy Waters.
Ooh,
Good
let's talk
blues.
about him more later. Oh, I love Muddy Waters. First, I want to go to Sandra Hall again with State of the Arts.
Thanks, Brett and Christina. Welcome to another edition of State of the Arts. I'm your host, Sandra Hollywood Hall. Tonight we have Philip Burkett, a spoken word poet and a freshman here at Bradley, here to demonstrate his art. Thank you for joining us today, Phil.
Thank you.
Now, how do you define spoken word poetry?
I think of it just as a particular style of poetry. It's not really something different. It's just like a particular way you like to write.
Right. Now, what's your inspiration behind your writing of your poetry?
I have a lot of different inspirations from deaf poet artists such as Shohan and Gemini.
Oh, wow. Now, have you competed in any spoken word slams?
Yes, I have. I was recently in the competition in Chicago.
Okay.
Slam contest. We made it to the semifinals.
Oh, good. So are you in a group, or it's just
Yes, it was a poetry group from my school. I attended Kidwood Academy.
Oh, well, congratulations. I'm familiar with the Chicagoland area. Okay. Now, what piece will you be performing for us today?
I'll be performing a piece called Dear Hip Hop.
Okay, well, go ahead. Let's hear it.
Okay. Dear hip hop, in the past, I remember the MCs and the music that you used to make. Way back before there was CDs, we used to blast cassette tapes out of our 200-pound boom boxes with sounds louder than jets make. I mean, our stereos were so big, when we put them on our shoulders, they looked like they could make our chest break. Hip-hop, before we turned street wild, we were beat bandits, and we settled fights with freestyles and different break dances. And right now, I can't even take chances with my child, because nowadays he might get robbed for his sandwich. I mean, over the years, man, we both know you've changed. The rap industry used to have crews, but now we got gangs, and these gangs display fangs to intimidate others. And they using all our music to recruit these brothers, and these gangs then change the whole purpose of the music, because the point is not the music, the point is to get paid. Hip-hop, I remember when we used to speak through mics and write with pencils. But now we wear mics on our feet and fight with pistols. So I got on my knees hoping that my ears had deceived me. I prayed and asked God about a statement this MC made named Nas. And I'm not sure if it was relevant, but he proclaimed with a CD for evidence that hip-hop is dead. Hip-hop is dead. How can you be dead when I can feel your heart beating through my pencil? And when I pick up the lead, I ain't gotta fight to write words so crazy they're mental. My brain's temples pulse and ignite, which brings life to you and your dead tissues. I desire to feed this lyrical fire within me through you. So I eat up the dictionary like fish, which gives a whole new meaning to brain food. Nowadays, getting paid is the hardest living. So I say, let's forget AIDS and let's make hip hop an epidemic again. With you by my side, I could save a life with just one mic. I could rain lyrical knowledge over any lost soul, not for 40 days, but I would do it in just one night. If hip-hop is dead, then I'm gonna put it on a respirator and give it a shock from the heavens that will revive it. Take the gift and equip yourself with lyrical weapons that reload whenever we pick up a pen and write, and murder you with words just to bring back your life until you begin to drop the gun from your hand and understand that it is not a sin to pick up a pen. Because with it, you can be more powerful than 3 kings. You can make beast screams into submission, and only then will you begin to give hip-hop its true recognition. Hip-hop is not dead. I just think it's resting, sleeping, keeping this composure till one day it will explode and rise up and get to it, changing this music and beginning to develop a whole new generation of MCs. So hip-hop, I think back, way back, to the days of Ice-T. Back to the days of that Spike Lee movie, and I say to you, wake up. Thank you.
Ooh, that was a beautiful piece.
Thank
You're
you.
very talented. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Best wishes to you in the future.
Thank you for having me.
I'm Sandra Hollywood Hall of State of the Arts. Back to you, Christina and Brett.
Oh my goodness.
I really like that.
I loved that. That was
Just pop.
He hit that, and he hit that message so well. We were talking about that off camera. No one heard us, but we were talking earlier about the fact that sometimes people really do say hip-hop is dead, which was Nas's, the title of Nas's
it became a
last
cool
album.
thing to say.
Right, because really the art form was being lost somewhere in translation, and people forgot that writing is an important thing. And
That's true.
so
When we was talking about cassettes and all that stuff, I just saw Do the Right Thing, Spike Lee's movie.
How was
it was really good. It reminded me of Radio
Spike
Raheem.
Lee.
Radio Raheem, who had this like huge cassette or whatever, like huge boombox, and it was so good. You were talking about Muddy Waters earlier. I really want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Well, growing up, I mean, I grew up listening. My dad was a music man. He had great taste in music. Man still does. And I remember one time he was driving me to school, and all of a sudden he throws on this tape, and there's just this raspy, deep voice that comes
How old
on,
were you?
and I had to be 4th grade, so maybe like 10 years old or something like that. And he says Muddy Waters, and I kept thinking, Muddy, what kind of name is that? But it was
Ever since then.
Yeah, ever since then. Big blues girl now. Big
All right.
blues girl. Yeah.
Well, that's music for you and everything else.
Yes.
Black History Month. You gotta love it. So that's us for Midstate Magazine. Remember, if you're not watching us,
You're not watching much. See you next week.
see you next time.